Welcome to Business Book Daily, where we pull one useful idea from one business book and turn it into something you can actually use. Today's book is Play Bigger by Ramadan, Dave Peterson, Christopher Lochhead, and Kevin Maney. The authors are business strategists, marketers, and writers known for their work on category design, company positioning, and market leadership. Before we get into the book, today's episode is sponsored by CommissionOnly.com. Want to sell more without adding fixed sales salaries? Many companies hire commission-only reps, experienced sellers who get paid only when they produce. Post your opportunity on CommissionOnly.com and get in front of motivated reps who are already looking for performance-based roles. That's CommissionOnly.com. Now back to Play Bigger. The big idea is simple. The biggest companies do not just compete in markets. They create categories. Most companies try to win by proving they are better than competitors. They compare features, prices, service, speed, quality, or customer experience. That can work. But Play Bigger argues that the biggest wins often come from changing the frame entirely. Instead of fighting to be the best option in an old category, a company can create a new category where it becomes the obvious choice. That matters because customers need to understand the problem before they can value the solution. If people do not understand the category, the product feels confusing. If they do understand the category, the product suddenly has a place in their mind. Category design is about teaching the market how to think. It names the problem. It frames the old way as broken. It gives language to the new way. Then it positions one company as the leader of that new future. That is why category creators can become so powerful. They are not just another vendor. They become the name people connect with a new way of doing things. The first concept is creating the category before selling the product. Customers may not understand why they need your product if they do not understand the problem it solves. This is where many companies rush. They lead with features. They explain the dashboard, the workflow, the integrations, the pricing, and all the product details that make the internal team proud. But the market may still be thinking, fine, but why does this matter? Category design starts earlier. It names the problem in a way that makes people see the world differently. Once the category makes sense, the product matters more. The second concept is framing the old way as broken. A strong category helps people see why the current approach is outdated, costly, slow, risky, or incomplete. The goal is not to insult the customer. Nobody wants to be told they have been doing business like a raccoon with a spreadsheet. The goal is to help them see why the status quo is no longer good enough. Maybe the old way wastes time. Maybe it hides risk. Maybe it creates poor customer experiences. Maybe it made sense 5 years ago, but the market has changed. Before customers move to the new way, they need to feel the limits of the old way. The third concept is naming the new future. A category needs clear language. If people cannot explain it, they will struggle to buy it, share it, fund it, recommend it, or build a strategy around it. This is why naming matters. The right category language helps customers understand what has changed and why the company matters. It gives people a handle for the idea. Without clear language, even a strong product can feel vague. With clear language, the market has a way to talk about the problem and the new solution. The fourth concept is aligning product, company, and category. The product should prove the category. The company story should support the category. The sales process, marketing, customer experience, investor message, and product roadmap should all point in the same direction. If the category says one thing and the product delivers another, trust breaks. That is where category design becomes more than clever messaging. The company has to actually build for the future it is naming. The fifth concept is making the market believe. Category design is not one launch campaign. It is not one tagline. It is not one dramatic homepage rewrite, followed by 3 months of everyone forgetting what the strategy was. It requires repeated education. The company has to keep teaching the market what the problem is, why it matters now, what the new category means, and why its solution leads that category. This takes discipline. The message has to show up again and again until the market starts using the language too. So how do you apply this? Start by naming the problem your business solves in a way customers immediately understand. Do not begin with features. Begin with the pain, risk, waste, missed opportunity, or old assumption that makes change necessary. Next, define the category language. Write a simple explanation of the old way, why it is failing, the new way, and why your company is built for that future. Keep it clear enough that customers, employees, partners, and investors can repeat it. Then align your product, sales, and marketing around that category. Your website, pitch deck, demos, case studies, onboarding, and customer success should all reinforce the same point. This is the problem, this is the new category, and this is why your company leads it. Finally, commit to teaching the market over time. A category is not created by one campaign. It is built through repeated language, customer proof, product decisions, and leadership that keeps making the new frame easier to understand. Here are 3 insights worth sharing. First, the biggest companies do not just win demand, they teach the market how to see a problem differently. Second, a strong category makes the old way feel expensive, outdated, or incomplete before the product pitch even starts. Third, positioning says why your company is better. Category design says why the whole market needs a new way to think. Play Bigger is worth reading if you want to understand how companies create new market categories instead of competing only on features or price. It is also useful if you lead a startup, product team, or marketing team and need a sharper way to explain why your company matters. You might skip it if you want a traditional marketing tactics guide instead of a strategy book about category creation. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. Many of the best business books begin as ideas leaders have been refining for years, frameworks, philosophies, and lessons learned the hard way. Writing the book forces those ideas into clear form, and once they're on the page, they can travel far beyond a single conversation or presentation. At memoirghostwriting.com, we write memoirs and business books for entrepreneurs, founders, executives, and industry experts. We handle the interviews, structure, writing, editing, design, and publishing, so the final product is polished, professional, and built around your voice. If you've ever thought about what a business book could do for your authority, speaking, consulting, lead generation, or legacy, visit memoirghostwriting.com. That's it for today's Business Book Daily. One book, one useful idea, and one smarter way to build.